What's going on YouTube? Thanks for stopping by. My name is Mike, also known as Hyrule Dude. Today we're going to be going over getting some super powerful weapons right at the beginning of your journey of Tears of the Kingdom. Weapons like the Dusk Bow, which was recently called the Twilight Bow. We're going to get the Hylian Shield, the Royal Guard armor, and even more. So we can only do this after we have the paraglider. It's going to make life so much easier. It's a long flight, so we're going to want to make some elixirs. So if you have restless crickets, awesome. If not, just go out to your nearest field where there's a bunch of grass and just start cutting the grass. You're going to be able to collect a bunch of restless crickets in just the matter of like a few minutes. So it's really convenient and really easy to farm these. So once we have that, I'm going to go ahead and cook it with a monster part. The first amazing 5-star dish that I'm going to cook is I'm going to take 4 restless crickets and I'm going to take 1 Keese eyeball. Let's go ahead and get this cooked up. I'm gonna make it at the right temperature because I'm sure this dish tastes as good as it sounds. So the next dish I'm gonna make is I'm gonna take 4 restless crickets again, and I'm just gonna take a Keese wing and cook that up and see what we get. Alright, so I totally lucked out on this one because it gave me a stamina wheel and a half replenishment on that recipe. So we're going to do that again, see if we can test our luck and see if we can maybe get that again. So this time it only gave me 1 stamina wheel replenishment, which is fine. So now we're prepared to make this flight from Lookout Landing to the Hyrule Castle. So let's go over to the Skyview Tower and launch into the air. All right, so Link is connected. He is in the Matrix now. So let's go ahead and get a scan of this land really quick. And we're gonna put some pins where we need to go. All right, so we're unlocking this region here, and towards the north is where the Hyrule Castle is. So that's going to be where we're heading towards. So we've just unlocked this area. Now we're going to go ahead and put some pins on the exact locations that we're going to want to land on first. The first pin we're going to put is going to be right here at the front of the Hyrule Castle. That's not going to be the first place we land, but that's just where we're putting the pin first. The second pin is going to go here on the left, which is towards a spire at the top of the castle. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward it here because this flight takes, honestly, it feels like a good 3 to 4 minutes just to make the journey. You're going to need to replenish your stamina along the way at least 2.5 times, and that should get you to where we need to go with not much to spare. So I'm going to drop all of my weapons because I am not going to want those. I'm going to want to replace basically all of them and start fresh. So let me chuck those. And our first item that we're going to get is going to be the Dusk Bow. So this has a durability of 30. It fires off really far. So that's really cool. So if we continue down the spire, there's going to be another area where there's an open window, and we're going to actually go through there. And our first treasure chest is right here by the window. All right, so we've got a sapphire. And this one's going to contain a Royal Guard's spear. Sweet. All right, so we're making off pretty good so far. There's a bunch of goodies throughout the castle, which makes it super fun to explore. But if we continue down the center of the spire, and we go to the next level, we're going to see this treasure chest right here. This is going to contain a gold rupee worth 300 rupees. So I literally went from 0 to 300 here. This is going to be the first money that I got on this file. So that's pretty dope. So let's go ahead and paraglide out this window right to the front of the castle, and we're going to continue getting more goodies. Landing right here at the front of the steps in the castle. So let's go ahead and head towards the center of the castle. This area is going to be called the Sanctum, and there's going to be some red carpeting here and 2 staircases on the left and the right hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and walk up the right staircase, and I want to get towards the center where you're going to see these 2 fire pits where we're going to actually just go ahead and start a fire to reveal a hidden secret compartment containing a treasure chest. All right, so we've got the first one. Let me take out my flint for the second one and go ahead and get this lit. All right, so we're gonna turn around and let's go ahead and crawl in and see what we've got. All right, so the Champion's Leather's armor piece. So that's really, really cool. Love that. Throwback to Breath of the Wild, and has a lot of good use case too. So if we go to the right and we go up the staircase right at the top, if you go to the right again, you're going to see that there's going to be a Royal Guards Claymore right here. Very powerful weapon. So we're going to want to grab that up really quick. From here, if we just go right across the way, we're going to see a Royal Guards Bow. Super powerful. And right over this little rubble here, it's like a broken statue. There's going to be a bundle of 10 arrows. So we've got a nice little 10 piece right there, a little 10 piece nugget. So let's go to the other staircase and head up that way and see what we find. All right, so right over here, we're going to get a nice Royal Guards spear. Now, going to the top of the staircase, there's going to be a Royal Guards shield that's super durable. And then also a Royal Guards sword. So love to have that. So at this point, let's take a look at what we've gathered so far. We've got the Royal Guards sword, the Royal Guards spear, the claymore, and then also another Royal Guards spear from there. We've got the Royal Guards shield, we've got the Dusk Bow, and then we've got the Royal Guard bow. So we are doing really, really good, and we've got a lot more to capture. So here at the center of the Sanctum, this is where I am here now. I'm going to go ahead and put a marker on the next location that we're going to head over to. So let me put a red marker there, and let's go out the nearest passageway that's closest to that. So you're going to see this spire right here. So let's go ahead and paraglide over that way. This little bridge is like a trap. So if you could paraglide over the first way, and then on the way back, we'll just run through. But this is Princess Zelda's study room. There's going to be a silent princess in here with another Royal Guard bow. And then if we open this chest, we're going to get a Royal Guard's sword. So another goodie added on to what we've collected. Now, this bridge is going to break apart, so just run pretty quick. And now we're going to go into Princess Zelda's room, where we're going to get another bow, some arrows, a claymore, and also a piece of armor. All right, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. And here we're going to find the Royal Guard cap. So let's go ahead and ascend to the room above. And we made it through. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and put a new marker on the new location that we're going to head to. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this pin. And I'm going to put a pin over here towards the back right of the castle. We're actually going to paraglide right around this wall here and make our way towards that marker. Alright, we can just run past these dudes. We should be alright. There's going to be a shrine here right at the top of this building. So let me go ahead and ascend to the top and at least activate it. So I have an easy way to get back to the castle if and when I do. All right, so now that that's complete, let me go ahead and continue through the doorway underneath this section here. And here we're gonna find the library. First thing we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna look to the bookshelf on the right. And we're gonna go ahead and take out our Ultra Hand and go ahead and move this out of the way. So that's gonna reveal a hidden room back here where we're gonna find a Knight's Claymore and a second treasure chest that contains a shard of Dinraal's spike, which has a fuse attack power of 16. So it's super powerful to attach to a weapon and it's gonna do some serious damage. So let's go ahead and exit this little secret room. And there's gonna be another bookshelf here. Same thing, we're gonna use our Ultra Hand and remove this bookshelf. And here we're gonna find a Royal Guard's shield as well as the Royal Guard boots, making that part 2 of our armor set. So right from this room, let's go ahead and ascend up. It's gonna bring us back to the top of the library. And let's go ahead and exit this room. All right, so this Horriblin at the top of the steps still waiting for me, stalking, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and just ascend to the top from this staircase. All right, so those Horriblins are still in their area, in their little home there, and you should not expect them to leave. So let me go ahead and delete this pin here. I'm gonna put a pin on the next section that we're going to. And so from here, I can paraglide right around and avoid these enemies and go straight to that pin, which is right at the bottom here. All right, and so that's gonna bring us right into the docks. So walking along this wall here, we'll go ahead and paraglide over the water and up the staircase. Now this is where you're gonna wanna be a little bit cautious because there's gonna be an enemy here and he's going to absolutely destroy you if you're not prepared. So an easy way to work around this is to just awaken the enemy, let him make sure he spots you. But then the second he spots you, make sure to run away really fast because he moves super quick. And you could just run down by the water here and hop onto this rock. And this enemy is really not that smart. So from here, you can pretty much hit him in the eye. And if he touches the water, he's going to pretty much die. Which is cool because he reveals a very, very potent monster part, which is called a dark clump. And these can be used for very useful elixirs. All right, so let's go ahead and grab that and head back up the stairs. All right, let me hop over these boxes here. And in this room, there's going to be another fire pit. So let me go ahead and just make use of one of these torches, light my arrow, and shoot it off into the fire pit, which is going to reveal a hidden chest that's going to come out of the ground. All right. right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. We officially have the Hylian Shield, which is really, really powerful shield. And this is the only place that you're going to be able to get it unless you buy one. So from here, let's go ahead and transport over to the shrine here at the castle called the Saruta Bomac Shrine. So let me go ahead and take out my map and let's mark our final destination. So right around towards the front of the castle, you're going to see this area called the First Gatehouse. And there's this little set of rocks right here. So I'm going to put my pin right in front of those rocks, and that's going to be the exact location that we are going to glide to right from this location. All right, we've just entered the Hyrule Castle B3 section. And you could see Lookout Landing from here, which is where we originated from, but we are not going there just yet. So there's a rock formation here. Let's go ahead and complete it so we can capture this Korok. We might as well because it's on our flight path, so why not? Plus, we're going to be able to obviously trade them in for inventory slots later on in the game. So it's very useful to really collect as many as you can. All right, continuing towards the west. And here we are. This is exactly where we need to be. If we walk through here, we're going to see two gates. So if we use our Ultra Hand, we'll be able to lift the first gate and the second gate and make our way to our final treasure chest. All right, so at the top of the staircase, we'll make a left, and then we're going to make another left into the first room that we see here. And this is going to bring us right into the guard's chamber. So from here, let's go ahead and go underneath this platform. And we'll use Ascend to get to the top and then collect our final chest. All right, let me go ahead and hop right over. And this chest is going to reveal the final piece of the Royal Guard armor set, which is the Royal Guard uniform. All right, so let's take a look at what we've gathered this early in the game. We've gotten the Royal Guard cap, we have the Royal Guard uniform, and we also have the Royal Guard boots. So that's going to actually complete a set bonus when you wear them all together. We also have the Champion's Leathers, which is really cool to have as well. As for the bows, we've gotten the Dusk Bow, we've gotten the Royal Guard's bow, so we have 3 of those. The Hylian Shield, of course, want to have that as early as possible. It's always fun to have that. We have the Royal Shield, and then we also have the Royal Guard's shield as well. And for weapons, we've gotten the Royal Guard spear, the sword. We also have the Claymore with a Knight's Claymore to top it off. So that wraps it up for this video, YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Mike, also known as Hyrule Dude. I love you all. May God bless everyone. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.